The first time I committed to a streak was in 2022 October, and I had a surprisingly easy time up until I discovered these forums, Reddit and stuff, and from then it became a much bigger problem because of the echo chamber I was in. So you gotta be careful whose echo chamber you're shouting into and who you're listening to. Shortly after joining these forums, I also joined the Discord for accountability. Although I didn't need any accountability, I was already on 100 plus days because I'm a NoFap master. I have studied the craft and I have put it to work beyond excellence. But even I have fallen to the trap of shouting into an echo chamber and being a part of a community that is based on a weakness. You should not build any community around weakness. That is why I have my program. I do not want anyone, I repeat, anyone that is proud of their weakness or whining about their weakness of not being able to control their own actions to drag down other people. On the flip side, I want to lift them up. I want to make a place where we can talk about stuff that's hard and give each other advice. But the whole forum isn't about fucking, oh guys, I cannot go past day 7. This is why I will do a full guide on how to quit porn, how to stop watching porn, how to quit this habit. And that's that easy. 2-3 hours, maybe even more. There's a lot of knowledge out there, and everyone has their own problems, their own set of problems. So when you try to quit such a terrible habit that has extreme health consequences, such as watching porn, it is always advised to talk to a psychologist or any mental health worker. And although I'm not like a certified, I'm not a certified G, if you know what I mean. Not a certified G. I'm not a healthcare worker. I don't have any degrees in psychology, but I have dealt with people my whole life. I've coached hundreds of people. I've coached hundreds of people in esports. So, although take everything I say with a grain of salt, but also be wary of anyone who shouts at the top of their lungs that they know the answer, and that the answer is just do this and do that, and the way you do that is buy my course. Because they are always biased. They're always biased towards their own enrichment, and this never is true help. It never is true help. The way you can get help is you can ask your own subconscious or God or whatever you believe in, and ask your own subconscious, number one. Number two, gather information about the problem, and don't like marinate on it, don't overthink it, but you do need to have information on it so you know what you're going up against. Please don't use Reddit. Please don't use an echo chamber to get info. I've done that shit as well. Like I researched, and I only looked at these partisan sites, 4chan, Reddit, whatever, forums. I only looked at YouTube videos, and I sort of avoided professional medical advice, and I avoided the counter arguments for porn. It's not right. You have to know both sides of the coin. You must discover the whole picture before drawing your own conclusions. So I do recommend to look at people who are certified professionals. There are actually people looking at this issue of basically the porn epidemic of the 21st century. And I found it extremely helpful when I realized that a big number of these professionals actually don't advocate watching porn. And mostly people who say like, oh yeah, you have to ejaculate 21 times a week, they are misquoting studies. Not only they are misquoting studies, they're doing it for clicks. They're not actually professionals, medical professionals. They are just sensationalist websites. Yeah, that was important. I had to put that out there as well. Yeah, yeah, and I of course will help people for money, but that's not the point of this channel. So I will do coaching if you don't have the time and have more money than time, which is a small subset of my viewers. Sure, you can turn to me, but it's definitely not needed. And of course, I appreciate that, but trust me, you can do it without that, without the advice. You just need the information, and you need to have the will that you want to change. Oh, look at this beautiful night. Anyways, yeah, so that was me. I went to the calisthenics park. Unfortunately, there were some kids there, so I could not record, which is fine. And I hope anyone watching this will have a blessed night. And this is my first video type like this, so let me know what you think about it. I'll try to make it higher quality next time.